Hey guys, it's the Auto Hound. Thanks for coming back. So today I'm going to talk about car depreciation and kind of how it really is impacting the economy of the United States specifically. The average price of a new car in the year 2020 due to COVID was $37,851. That's the average price. So if you take all the high line cars, all the lower line cars, 37 grand. That's a lot of money. You're paying on average $600 a month for a car if you buy a brand new car. The average price of a used car in the United States in 2020 was $21,857. That is still a lot of money, but considerably cheaper than the alternative buying a used car. So let's new car, excuse me. So let's kind of get into it just a little bit. The very first day that you buy your brand new car and you drive it off the lot, you're losing a massive 24%. Just driving it off the lot. So the first year of ownership, 24% gone like that. Now, if you're a numbers guy like me, that just doesn't make sense. That's almost $8,000 off of a brand new car. Now imagine taking $8,000, lighting it on fire, and throwing it out the window, because that's what you just did. That's a lot of money for a brand new car. It's a lot of money in depreciation, and you're really not getting anything special other than the fact of that new car smell. That being said, the second year you lose up to 35%. So now we've gone from 24% loss, now you're to 35% loss. The third year is 45%. The fourth year is 52%. The fifth year is 60%, and so on and so forth. Before you get down to that 10-year of ownership, when you've lost 82% of the value of the car. Now that doesn't mean that every car is going to lose 82%. There are some cars, foreign cars, Toyotas specifically, Hondas, that really do retain their value after many years. In some cases, selling right now for the one that I drive, a 2003 RAV4 with 181,000 miles, I could get $4 grand for it tomorrow. When that car was brand new in 2003, it was $17,000. So it really hasn't lost a lot, about 75%, but that's close to that 82 number, right? So if you look at that, why would you buy a new car? I understand, new car, you get the full warranty. If you buy a Kia, for instance, you get a 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty. That's on the powertrain, not full bumper-to-bumper warranty. And a lot of these companies will pretend, oh yeah, it's a full warranty. And yes, for the first 3 years of 36,000 miles, generally you're covered bumper-to-bumper. But after the 36,000 miles elapses, now you're going into the Powertrain Warranty, which is the engine, and it's a transmission. That is a problem, because if you know anything about cars, cars generally don't break in the first 3 years of ownership. Yes, little things happen, like my Jaguar. We had a little issue with the windshield wipers and the infotainment system, but those were technical glitches that were design flaws and not necessarily because the value of the car was so poor. That being said, let's talk about used cars. Used cars, $21,000 is still a lot of money, but it's a $17,000 savings. Here's what you're missing. If you buy a used car in the United States today, the average used car mileage is 27,000 miles, which means you're only a shy 9,000 miles short of that 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty. Generally, you drive 9,000 miles like that. I can't snap my fingers, I'm sorry. So it's interestingly enough that when you look at a used car, you only get that 9,000 miles. The average person in the United States drives 15,400 miles. You can check all my numbers, by the way, on cars.com, kbb.com, and npr.com actually. And you can see all of them, and I'm pretty much right on the money on those. So that being said, let's say you bought a car after the second year. It's already lost 35% of its value. It still has a little bit left on the Powertrain Warranty, which is the most important warranty. And then let's say you spend an extra $1,500 on the extended service plan. And those will then, again, cover the entirety of the car. For the most part, depends on if you're dealing with a reputable dealer or not, and a reputable insurance company. I'll get into insurance companies in another video, but not today. But the extended warranties are tricky because some companies, some car dealerships, sell them like they're candy and they absolutely cover nothing. Before you buy a used car, do your homework. Come to my site. I'll be providing a lot of information on extended warranties in another video. That being said, what do you need to do as a consumer? So let's say you pick up a used Toyota Camry. It's lost 35% of its value. It's 2 years old. It's still a new car. I mentioned before I bought my RAV4 with 71,000 miles on it. Now it's got 181,000 miles. Haven't really put much of maintenance into it, except for your basic oil changes. Please check out the video on the RAV4, and you can see that not much has changed. Now, because the car is a 2003, I don't care if I get a door ding. I don't care that it runs a little squirrely from time to time. I don't care if the paint is chipping or flaking. The car gets me from point A to point B. And if it's all about point A to point B, that's what you're going to be going for. Only people who are buying new cars, in my opinion, are people who want to look like they have more money than they do. And that they don't care about the money that they're going to be losing. Again, 24%. So let's just say we're going to use a number out of the blue here, $40,000 for a new, let's use the Toyota Camry, 40 grand. For 40 grand, you lose 24%, round up to 25%. What's the car worth? $30,000. In year one, you've lost $10,000. I can't imagine throwing $10,000 out the window. I just can't. To me, it makes me kind of sick to my stomach. So what do we need to do? We need to look for used cars that are in good condition, with low mileage, and still have some of their remaining warranty in place. Once you start to get past the 3, 4, 5 years old on a car, you really need to start to look at the other depreciating values which are going to creep your cost up. That would be seals eventually fading out and wearing off. The main seal in the most cars on the transmission. You're looking at the CV boots. Those definitely tend to crack over time. If you live in a salty climate like I do, up here in Boston, you know, we get a lot of salt on the roads. We get bad weather. The aluminum oxidizes very quickly, and it looks pretty old pretty fast. And it does start to degrade the parts. So you have to kind of look at the law of diminishing returns. So when I look at a used car, I'm looking at something between 2 and 3 years old. I'm looking for something that still kind of has its original warranty, and I would buy the supplemental warranty. And you're still only going from, let's say, the average price of $21,000, and let's say I add $5,000 to that because I bought some super extended warranty plan, and I changed out a couple of things on the car to make it to my taste. If it's got low enough mileage, you're not going to ever find yourself having an issue. So, the recommendation from the Auto Hound is buy a used car with reasonable mileage, in reasonable shape, that you're not going to worry about parking in a parking lot and it's going to get dinged and dented and damaged. Well, if you have anything, let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the like button a lot. The more likes you get, the more that we get to destroy the YouTube algorithm. So I really appreciate you watching. This has been the Auto Hound, and thanks a lot. Have a great day.